Hello, my lovies. Welcome in. I am wearing pajamas. Yes. And I did just come from the gym. Up at Orange Theory on Galway. That's my gym. And it was wear anything but gym clothes today. So I wore my Barbie jammies. I thought it'd be, you know, still comfortable, but actually I'm like, these were made for sleeping in. They were not made for exercise, they were made for sleeping. There's a King of Swords here, guys. Is he dead or alive? Somebody's father who's like a bit of a brute-ish father is here in the cards. Come on in, hang out for a little bit. And he's talking to somebody who is probably, he's talking about your home, his child's home. Okay, wait a second, because today is the anniversary of my dad's death. Anyway, there's a King of Swords here who's talking about his child's home. So that might resonate with somebody, or it might be my own dad, because he died on May the 21st. Yeah, it might be my dad. He's saying daughter. This is the daughter card. Sorry I called you brutish, Dad. Why are you coming in like that? The song Big Papa is on the radio by Notorious B.I.G. But I would not refer to my dad as Big Papa. If you know him, we definitely do that. The brutish thing might just say like he wasn't overly talkative. He would just like kind of grunt at you sometimes to talk. And he says he liked traveling. That's my dad. He liked traveling. He was a simple man. Here he is. Thanks, Erica. You may have missed the story. He liked traveling and he liked going to work. Oh, he says, my dad is telling me good job on your work. He's proud of me, he says, daughter. He says, I love you, daughter. Good job on your work. He was always so proud of me. Like, no matter what I ever did in my life, my dad thought that it was like the best thing that anybody ever did. He was like when I went to university, it was like no one else had ever gone to university. He was very proud of me. Aw, this is nice. He gave me the 10 of hearts. He says, yes, you gave me so much love. He says, you were the one who gave me the most love, he says. But he doesn't like that I'm not home right now, because I think he knows that Violet's home and I'm not home. He was always nagging me. He's telling me to text Violet. He was always pestering me about having the door locked, but the door is locked, Dad. Welcome in, my loves. Comment your person in heaven. Tell me their name and tell me their relationship to you. And I will bring out your ghosties. Weird Al is on the radio now. That was my brother's favorite singer when he was a kid. So my dad says, I love your brother too. He says, I love you, Jack. Some people used to call my brother Jack. Their nickname. I'm not seeing requests. I do see Erica's comment. So yes, I wore my pajamas to the gym because it was Cindy Walsh is asking for Pad, her stepdad. Hi, Pad. Cindy, do you know a song called Pad's Song? I know that it's by the Burns, and Matthew Byrne has a version of it. I got another Patrick. I'll talk to Pad, Cindy's. Cindy, did Pad have something with his throat too? Now he says hidden messages. This is Pad, he's saying. Hidden messages. So maybe listen to that song, Pad's Song. You can find it on YouTube. It's, yeah, Matthew Byrne, Pad's Song on YouTube. You can find that. Because Pad is talking about hidden messages. So Cindy, he's probably trying to drop hints to you about something or drop little messages to you. I would pay attention to music if I were you. He says the Queen of Swords is lonely. So I would probably take that to be your mom. That the Queen of Swords is lonely, and the Queen of Swords may be struggling a little bit. So something with his throat might just be like he's feeling choked up, emotional, choked up, something like that. Or he had reflux or something like that. Yeah, the Queen of Swords is feeling, she's struggling with something. So I'm taking this to be your mom, but it might be you. A Queen of Swords is like she's on the struggle bus. Like things are hard right now. She's having like a hard season or something. He's saying like things are hard right now, and he's kind of getting choked up about it. And he says 3 of Wands. He says what's coming in the future for the Queen of Swords. I will ask. What's coming in the future for the Queen of Swords, please? I see a young lady, like a young-ish woman, who would probably be like 30s, 40s, 20s, 30s, 40s, who can help the Queen of Swords. So there's a Queen of Wands who can help the Queen of Swords. That might be you and your mom, I'm not too sure. But it would appear like helping as in acts of service or financial assistance. So either you're going to be like bringing her meals or providing some kind of care, some kind of gifts, some kind of generosity. Okay, Cindy? If this is not really adding up for you, watch this back later and figure out who's the Queen of Swords, who's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Swords is like the one who's struggling. The Queen of Wands is a little bit younger, and she is going to come in and help the Queen of Swords, okay? And I'm thinking that it's probably you and your mother, but I might be wrong about that. And Pat is saying he's the King of Hearts, like he loves everybody. Whoever is involved here, he just wants to send you guys his love, okay? Cindy, do you have any specific questions for him? He's finding it hard to talk. He's a bit choked up. Like I said, like he would be crying right now about a situation if he could cry. Because he says, I'd do anything for you. He feels really emotional. Okay, you're welcome, Cindy. He definitely feels emotional. June. Hi, June. Are you still here? Okay, I'll ask him. Who got left behind from the cabin? Who went? Did everybody go? Ped, Cindy's wondering if you were happy that they went to the cabin for May 24. Someone got left behind. See, he's giving me 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. Yes, someone got left behind. Tell me more about that, Cindy. Who got left behind? Because the 5 of Cups is grief. When I asked him, are you happy that they went to the cabin, he gave me grief. So I would not take that to mean that he didn't want you to go, but there was someone who was left out. So grief. Did you guys have, like, did people cry while you were there remembering him and stuff? He says next time. Okay. Well, that adds up. Okay. So he's giving me 3-3. I feel, actually, to be quite honest, from what I'm gathering from what he's telling me, it was a bit of mixed emotions. But I would say that that's reflecting how you guys felt, right? If you went to this cabin that he died at, you all probably had some mixed emotions there. And your mom was sad. Okay. So with your mom, I was getting 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. It's grief and loneliness and stuff. So he says next time will be better, is what he's saying. Next time will be better. That's what this says. He says, wait until next time. It'll be better next time. So I think he's saying it will get easier to keep going back to that cabin. So I wouldn't say that it's a no, he's not happy you went, but he's saying it was hard on your mom. And so he says, keep going though. Every time you go back, it'll be easier, okay? That's his response to that question. So it's not like he wasn't happy, but he knew that it was hard for your mom. Hey, Jade. All right, June, Patrick Drake for June. Hi, June. Is June still here? Someone had a heart attack. June, was that Patrick or someone else? There's a heart attack in the cards here, June. You're welcome, Cindy. June, are you aware of anybody who's having heart complications? Because I'd like to try to get a clear information about that. There is a heart attack in the cards. Somebody in your family or somebody close to you? Okay. Your dad had the heart attack. And I'm talking to your dad, right? Okay. So he had the heart attack. Okay. Well, that's good that there's not one incoming. Okay. Then he says you're his favorite daughter. Are you his only daughter? Hopefully, but he says you're his favorite daughter. You are his favorite daughter. Do you have other siblings, June? Seven of Swords. He says, well, now tell me about your other siblings. Do you have others? The Lip Sense girls. Do you know who I just ran into at the gym? I didn't know. She went here, but Sherry Evans goes to my gym, and we were chatting up a storm the whole time. And at the end, we discovered that we both sell Lip Sense. That's how I know June and Dan as well. Lip Sense girlies. So your other sisters, there are 6 of you in total. What he's saying about your other siblings is that they didn't help as much as you did, is how it's coming to me. That's how I'm going to interpret that. The other siblings didn't help out as much when he was when the heart attack happened, I would say. Yeah, like June, I feel, June, that your dad is telling you, like, you're really his favorite. I'm sorry to your other siblings, but he really, really appreciates you. Ace of Hearts and Two of Hearts is like, you are his chosen soulmate. Like, if there's anybody who he's going to communicate with and kind of like send blessings to and stuff, it's going to be you. You're his, like, one true love. He says, like, there's only one Junie. There's only one Junie, he says. That's nice. June, listen, girl, I can feel the way your dad feels about you. And you are precious, honest to God. June is a earth angel. You really are. You are a very precious soul. You have not had it easy. And you never, it's like you never choose the easy path. You always choose the path that's best for everybody else. What did he call you? There's only one Junie. Yeah, he's saying Junie is selfless. She never just does the easy thing. She always does the thing that's best for everybody else. And he says, you don't have it easy. You never have it easy. But you're an angel. You're an angel. And angels don't have the easy life. Junie. I feel like you guys were called here, the Lip Sense girlies. I was just in talking to Sherry, and then I come out and I'm talking to you guys for the first time since like 2016. That's kind of cool. So you have a lot of anxiety over like your stability, over like, am I going to be okay? So you have a whole lot of like mental anguish over, am I going to be okay? So it's like every day you wake up and you're like, I just hope I can make it through the day. I just hope I'm going to be okay. That's how you feel all the time. So you should know that your dad, now that your dad is in heaven, he can be your guardian angel. He can like help you more from heaven than he could when he was alive. I have experienced that myself with my own dad. Your life can change for the positive when you have an angel army in heaven for you. And so moving forward, I think I would like to put out there for you that your dad will be able to help you along the way. He sees like the burdens you bear, your dad says. And he says, I'm guarding you and I'm protecting you. He's still there. He's not gone anywhere. And it's like your bond with him is stronger now. And even for the rest of your life, if you feel like your dad was your purpose, I think you're going to kind of even have like stronger purpose in the world now that he's passed. What else can I tell Junie, Dad? Yep. 8 of Wands, girl. You just wait. You leave your life and your well-being with your dad, and you just wait. Things are coming for you. It might not be big. It might be small. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. In your future, you have tokens of blessings, like you have small blessings coming your way. Okay? And he says, because of him, because of your connection and your bond, and if you really helped him in the end of his life, then you've gained like what I call karma, good karma. You've gained blessings, like the right to blessings. If you helped him in his passing and you helped him when he was sick, he will bless you. You will be blessed because of it. You just wait. Like I said, it might be small, but it'll be like just when you need a little help in your life, or just when you need a little like, God, could somebody just help me for a second? You're going to get it. Yep. He gave me the same cards again. He said, just you wait. You're going to receive your blessings. Okay, Junie? Do you have a son? Does Junie have a son? What do you need to hear about him? Like, he knows. He's saying, like, focus on your son as much as you focused on him. Like, almost like put that energy back into your son now. I think your dad feels like he's saying something like, now that I'm gone, you can focus on your son more. Does that make sense? Do you have any concerns about your son or anything? Is he doing okay? Does he not live near you? Where does he go? Do you not see him that much or something? Looks like he goes somewhere. Okay. Okay. Well, if he's doing well, that's good. It just says, like, he goes places. He goes, I don't know if he travels or he drives places. And so you probably worry when your son is not, like, staying home and stuff. Anything else for her son there, Pop? He says goodbye to your son. He says goodbye and I'll always protect you to your son, okay? Goodbye and I'll always protect you. Thank you, Patrick. Your dad's at peace, Junie. He's very much at peace. You don't have to worry about him. Oh, does he? Yeah. Okay. He's protected. Pop has him in a bubble, especially when he's traveling. Like I said, now that Pop's in heaven, he can, like, give him this protection. Was he? That's cool. That was a nice reading, guys. That was really touching. I don't know if Allison Allison used to be green, watches these videos very much, but your dad, I feel your dad's presence here again now. Feels like the day of the dads. I think Mr. Green is saying Allison's too busy. She's working a lot, apparently. So anyway, just a little hello if Allison ever watched these videos. Dad says she's too busy working all the time. She doesn't have time for Facebook. Oh, June, that's amazing. It really is. I find it so remarkable that you came in here. Very odd. Very cool. I'm glad you did. Was anyone else waiting there, guys? Really? Weird. That is weird. So I'm talking about a young girl, Allison. But you have a relative, Alice Green, who's also passed. Weird. Well, June, you knows where to find me, girl, if you ever wants to come back. Oh, you're so welcome, my love. You're so welcome. You don't, it's not a belief, really. It's just a thing. It's not really believe or don't believe. It's just, oh, this is real. This is a thing. So Haley, hi Haley, sweetheart. I have a King of Hearts falling out of the deck there. Is that him? Chess? Is Chess a man? Like a grown man? Let me know so I make sure I'm talking to the right ghostie. So he says he would like to give Haley a hug, but it's hard to do that over the internet. That's what Chess says. He says, I would give you a hug, but I can't. It's like the screen. It's on TV or something. So he would like to give you a hug, though. He's the King of Hearts. You're the Nine of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is holding on. It's a hug. June, my name is Megan. I'm Megan Brown these days. I used to sell lip scents. That's why we're friends on here. Haley, Chess there's definitely like some trauma surrounding him, surrounding Chess. So like, I guess the circumstances of his death were pretty, it was unexpected, was it? Or something. I mean, I'm not really getting how he died or anything like that, but it looks like there's some trauma surrounding him. So, like, his family, like, does he have a wife and kids or anything like that that he might like to get off his chest? Or he will give you a hug, though, if he could see you. He didn't have a great ending. It wasn't exactly what I would call a peaceful passing, but he's peaceful now. He says it was quick. He says in the end it was quick, though. And he's happy now. He's really happy now, actually. If he has a Queen of Hearts, if he has a wife, okay, there we go. There's his wife and daughter. Look, God love them. The wife is the Queen of Hearts, the daughter is the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Hearts is happiness. God love him. And he says, you're the Nine of Pentacles again. He says, Haley, I'm resting at peace. I am peaceful now. He appreciates you asking for him. He says, like, that's some nice of Haley to do that. And he just absolutely loves his wife and his daughter. If they could ever watch this video, if they feel open to it or something, when they see a rainbow, he's sending them the rainbows. That's his symbol for them. Rainbows, okay? Don't ask me how I know that. I just get a vision. The ghosties just tell me these things. There's no rainbows on these cards, but he told me when they see a rainbow, that will be him, okay? Yeah, there's a King of Wands too, so there's a young man too that he's also saying hello to. Probably the daughter's partner or something like that, or some other young man. Okay, Chess? Yeah. His wife is all he cares about. That's all he cares about. Oh my God, he loves her. He will spend eternity just looking at her face. He loves that woman very much. I feel like his version of heaven is her face. I would say that's your brother, Haley, because it will be a young man. So say hello to your brother from Chess too. But yeah, it seems to me from talking to the ghosties that everybody's heaven is like their own. Everybody gets their own version of heaven, and for him, it's just his wife's face. He's like, I'm just gonna sit here for eternity looking at her face. He loves her so much. Anybody else, guys? I'll do one more reading before I head home. And his daughter too. His daughter looks like her mother. And he's the happiest man. He's very happy in heaven. He loves heaven. He's so happy. He's like, this is great. He's like, I'll like it. He doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to toil. He doesn't have any pain. He doesn't have any sickness. He says, all I get to do is look at my gorgeous wife and my gorgeous daughter. You're welcome, my sweet. He says, enough of that hardship. Enough of that toil. He says, it's time to rest. Lal shared wants to hear from her dad. What's your dad's name, Lal? What's his name? Something about the house coming out for him. Sometimes it's hard for me to get exactly what he's saying, but so Pete. So Lal, I'm seeing multiple characters here that Pete is talking about. And he's talking about the people in the home and in the house and stuff. Did he ever stay in a home like an old age home? Tell me that and see if I can rule out some. Or it might have been in the hospital. Was he in the hospital or an old age home? Was he in the hospital then? At the end of his life? Okay, so this is his house he passed away in. So I see multiple characters in his house as he was passing. And he felt confusion. I think he was like, what are these people doing here? But he's grateful that they were there. Okay? So if he... did he die alone, or were there other people there? Because it might have been... I don't know. I'm just getting... It was where he died. It was the hospital or the home or his house. Fine. They all kind of mean the same thing. They're the place that he died in. And then there's other people there, masculine figures especially. And I don't know if these people were present at his passing or if he saw them gathering around after or anything like that. But he's talking about the place he died in, and he's talking about the masculine figures. So guys, men, so he was alone. So who came like after, like maybe it was the ambulance or some men, there were men coming. But like, it's a little bit confusing because when he was dead, he wasn't fully dead. His spirit was still there. So the whole point of what he's trying to tell me with these cards is saying, I didn't know why these men were in my house, but I'm glad they came. Okay? So it took me a long time to get out what he was trying to say. I didn't know why these men were around me, but I'm glad that they came. And like, his spirit lingered. He was like waiting. So if his children came to the house after or anything like that, he knew that people were there. So this also might have been the funeral home. It's like, I'm just getting these places wherever his spirit was. He knows that there were people around, and he appreciates that there were people around. Okay. So the uncle was the King of Wands. Anyway, you know, point being, like, it's just a long way of saying that his spirit was a bit confused. But he was glad when he saw the people coming around him. His spirit did linger, if you ever wonder about that. He didn't like really directly go to heaven. He kind of stayed around. He was kind of like waiting to see if people would come or something like that. How long ago did he die? Where's his house now? Does anybody else live in his house now? He's asking about the house. What happened to the house after? You should tell him, okay, Lal? You should give him that information because he's asking for it. Oh, is this Holly's grandfather? So he's asking about the house. You guys don't even have to tell me on Facebook. There is someone else living. So your dad probably sticks around that house a bit. So he might be haunting Buddy. You don't really have to talk about it here if you don't want to give me a whole lot of information. But you guys can like pray for your dad's peace and like tell him, you know, yeah, somebody else lives in your house now, but that's okay. You're in heaven now. Like, you can pray for him, kind of put him to rest. What was his first name again? Let me scroll up and see if I can hear. Lal, did you tell me his name? They like to be named, and that will help him feel more at rest. Yeah, he says he's bored. He's telling me he's bored. He likes being around his family. Yeah, he really likes seeing the family. So if you guys get together for family dinners and stuff like that, you should like you know, say a little grace around your meal, or just mention his name and say, you know, this meal is in memory of Pappy Pete. Like, those little things can really help the ghosties feel at peace. So the man in his house, he probably messes around with him a little bit, because he's telling me he's bored. So he probably like messes about his house where he passed. And so to kind of correct that or counter it, it would be nice when you're together with your family to have Pete like part of the memory. Just say like, this meal is in memory of Pappy Pete, because he likes to be around his family. So I feel like he's actually a bit like bored and like poking about Buddy's house. And it would be better if he was like at your house, or like, you know, with his family, that kind of thing. So Pete, we're kind of getting this figured out about your house, and I think you're a bit confused why there's a man living in your house. And so Lal and the children will Lal and the children will like remember you. So also the children should have a framed picture of him. That I find, I'm learning actually, that when somebody has a framed picture of the ghostie, they feel very grounded. It's like, because sometimes ghosties can get really flighty, and they're like, I don't have anywhere to land. And they're just like flighting about, and he's a bored guy, and he goes and like messes about with the guy who lives in his house. So he's like, if there was a picture of him and the kids like had him in the kitchen, I think he likes the kitchen, because I think that's where people gather. And he's like, the kids will say, hi Pappy Pete, like, good morning Pappy Pete, and you know, let's say a little prayer before we go to school, that kind of thing. Prayers, guys, don't have to be, you don't have to believe in God to pray. Now I do. I believe I'm praying to God. Just for any Christians watching me, that is still my belief. But everybody has different rituals, guys. Rituals are ancient. Rituals existed before time. So it's more important about the ritual of being named for the ghostie, for Pappy Pete. He likes to hear his name being said, and it puts him at ease. The same, they're like old people. He loved the kitchen, yeah. So you treat them the same as you treat like elderly people in a nursing home. Say their name, say a prayer with them, help them feel grounded, that kind of thing. Okay? Does that help, Lal? Yeah, he loves his family a lot. He would prefer to be around his family than that fella who's living in his house. He's a bit confused. So you guys can like call him in, like call him to your kitchen, and kind of like call him away from his house, because I think he's like doesn't know where to go. Okay? I think he's also talking, if I'm correct, I think he's talking to his oldest grandchild. Is that Holly? I think he's talking to his oldest grandchild and saying, I see you through the window. His oldest grandchild, he says, I see you working. I see you doing the dishes through the window. He's a funny ghostie. He's very bored, and he just like floats about. But I think those little things will help him. I think it'll help him feel settled if you guys just say his name. Say, okay, Pappy Pete, we're having supper. Love you. That kind of thing. Yeah, especially the grandkids. This is the grandkids. He likes grandkids. He's a very nice ghostie. He likes being around his family. He really loves his family. Now, Holly. He likes talking to Holly a lot. Okay. So, I don't know the difference. I don't know everybody, but I think I see Holly, because I think Holly has asked for him before. And anyway, he really likes talking to all the grandchildren. It makes him feel special. Anything else here, Pete, you want to close out with? Yeah, he says goodbye and like God bless kind of thing. Kind of like good night and God bless. Something like that, he says. He don't like that man living in his house. I don't know who it is. But I feel for him. It's not that he doesn't like the man, but he doesn't know why he's there. He's confused about it. So, I don't know. I think with time, I think having these conversations with him will help him understand that You live in heaven now, Pete. Oh, that's sweet. The little jack of spades, that was probably the one named after him. Okay. Well, I was like, yep, that's him. Okay, as long as I'm getting them right. Yeah, we don't have to be angry about that or anything. Like, it is what it is, and things go as they're meant to. But he's confused. So you can just like talk to your dad about that. You can talk to your dad anytime. You don't need a medium. You can just talk to him. Okay, my lovies, thank you for coming in. I will see you next Thursday. Shine bright.